everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to WIP It Wednesday. Welcome to all of my returning subscribers and welcome to my new subscribers. I hope everyone likes what they see here except this curl that's standing straight up. I'm sorry. I have this little person that's waving at me doing this, and I have no idea what that means.
No,
No, what?
it doesn't work.
We'll go back out of it and go back into it, please and thank you.
Same thing.
I'm working here, please. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Hi, Denny. It is so good to see you, and Isella and Dreamy. How is everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Aside from this little person over here that's doing things, after I told her I was going live and she had to be quiet, I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
and Nightbot came to work today. Hi, Nightbot. It is good to see you. Thank you for coming by. It's hot here today. I went down to my cousin's funeral and I had to leave early to pick Shorty up from school. And by the time I got all the way up here to get her and we dropped the stuff off at home, I decided I was too hot, too tired, and too hungry to go back out for the repast. So I had my repast here. We did some schoolwork, and now I am here to share all the yarny love with everybody here. And I hit all the right buttons for a change. Hooray for me. I have WIPs from last week that I ran out of time to show because I just was not on my game last week. Well, this is all new for me and I might make it work and I might not make it work. We just never know. So to keep me from misjudging my time and not showing everybody's, thank you, Isella, I appreciate it. But to keep from missing to share everyone's wonderful makes, I am going to start now because we know how I get when I start looking at things. I ooh and ah, and it's just. This is from our own lovely Charlie Berry. And again, she's doing a Grafgan. She's doing a C2C Grafgan. I'm loving it. It is beautiful. She does beautiful work. All of you ladies do beautiful work, but I love that. I am not that focused. My praying hands would be hanging off the side somewhere. Oh, I love that. And thank you, Charlie, so much for sharing because I know she's going to come back and watch the replay. So she's going to know that I actually went through my mail. And these socks are from Dinky Crafts Jennifer. She is on sock number 2. I love the way she's used this toilet paper roll stand for her yarn. I keep saying I'm going to do that, but I never get around to doing it. She's got one sock fully knitted and the second sock she started. Now, I wouldn't have thought that yarn would work up to look like that. I would not have expected those stripes. I am loving that. That's amazing to me. I would have looked at that variegated yarn and thought the stripes would have come out just any place. And it doesn't. Those are lovely. And they're knitted. I am so impressed because I can't do that. Angela Young, so good to see you. Dana's here. Hello, how are you too? Thank you so much for coming by. Oh, Angela, isn't that Grafgan beautiful? I love it. Dark Sky, hi, so good to see you. Last time I talked to you, Dark Sky, you weren't working on anything. Are you working on things now? Have you gotten your Crojo back? Or was it your hands were hurting? I know I asked you this on Monday, and Lord forgive me. Speaking of Jennifer, there she is. Lord forgive me. I don't remember what you told me, and I asked you, and I am so sorry. Jennifer, did you see that I showed your socks? I love those. I really do. And yes, that yarn is lovely, Dana. Isn't that beautiful? I never would have thought that yarn would have worked up like that. But then I would not have sat and knitted socks. It probably does not look like that when you crochet during the luck, but it's beautiful work. And yes, hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you for everybody who has dropped in. There's Sandra. Oh, it is so good to see you. You are dealing with a major yarn barf at the moment. Oh, I thought you were talking to yarn barf. I was scrolling up to see when yarn barf came in. Girl, I am so sorry. Those are painful. They really are painful. I don't know why we have to do that. You are welcome, Jennifer. You are so welcome. Like I was saying, I never would have thought that that yarn would have worked up like that. That is beautiful. Dark Sky said she started working on her shawl yesterday. Okay. You had neck pain. Oh, honey. Still have pain, so I'm going to work on it slowly. Dark Sky, have you tried putting one of those airplane pillows around your neck? You just might need something to stabilize you and remind you not to keep looking down. You might have to try one of those we used to call them nursing pillows, those half pillows that the mothers put around them their chest when they're breastfeeding to rest your arms on so that you can hold your head more upright and crochet. You got rest under your arms and support for your neck. You might just need to, and we learn to crochet a certain way. We're comfortable crocheting a certain way, but as we age, we need to change our style so that we can work in comfort, because neck pain is no joke. You start getting pain down your arms, and my elbow wasn't working because my neck was all jacked up, and I had to change the way I sleep to take some of the pressure off my neck. You know what, Jennifer? I wish you would try the crochet version of that yarn and show us what it looks like, because um, Melissa Crochets with Love did a swatch workup where she did, I think, 4 different crochet stitches and a knit stitch. And the only stitch that showed the yarn to its true advantage, if I remember correctly, was the moss stitch. But I don't know about making all those different swatches to tell which stitch to use, but I love learning things like that. I really do. Yeah, Sella, it's the nature of the beast. Oh, Denny, don't put me on the TV, honey. I refuse to be held responsible for anything that happens to your TV. I'm just saying. Especially with me and all this pink. It's not going to bode well for you. Laura, good to see you. Did you get what were you cleaning out your refrigerator for a new refrigerator? What were you doing the other day? If I had 2 synapses firing so that I would remember things, it would just be scary. A boppy pillow? Is that what the sucker's called? I had children before they came out with that, so I never did know the name of it. Okay, but I saw somebody who was making what they call crochet pillows, and it's the same flipping pillow. And I always think that the things that you can get at Walmart for cheaper come out of the oh, Dana says those nursing pillows work wonders. Okay. Okay, Dana. And she said, yes, Angela, that's the name of it. Okay. See, that's why I love talking to you ladies. I learned so much. Dark Sky says she has a cranial cervical instability. I wear a neck brace. I'm not supposed to be crocheting, but I do. Not on a daily basis though. Um, yes. In that case, what here's the thing, Dark Sky. Crocheting is relaxing. And if you have a cervical instability, if you get tensed or anxious or just, day-to-day life, all of that tightens up everything. And we heal faster and better when we have a positive outlook. And I don't know your situation, but I know crochet calms me. I am more positive about everything, and it did aid in my recovery. So, with that being said, and not being a doctor, even though I did play one on TV and I did trauma for 42 years, see if propping something on your lap or around your chest that you can prop your arms up on so that you can hold your head up. Looking down will exasperate your problem. You want to be able to hold your head up. So you have to prop your arms up so that you can crochet. And it will calm you and ease you, and the whole will aid you. Try it and let me know what you think. Mona, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What's the weather like in Texas? Because it's hotter than HE double hockey sticks up here in Missouri. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Uh-oh, Denny says I'm too late. Oh, Lord. We need a GoFundMe for Denny because she's going to need a new TV set. I'm just saying. Kim, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. What are you working on? Were you here in time to see Jennifer's socks, or did you miss the socks? Do I still have the socks on? Oh, well, I still have them here. These are Dinky Craft Jennifer's socks. Aren't those beautiful? I absolutely love them. When I grow up, I might start knitting socks. I don't know. I don't know. And they're just wonderful. Oh gosh, I did that and I lost my chat, didn't I? Oh help! Well, there we go. Oh, okay, everybody. Pixie Stitch, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. It is WIP It Wednesday. What is everyone working on? I have a few things to share that were shared with me, but I don't have many because I was not on my you all know me. This is live, this is raw, this is me. This is AV was not my first love, and we're learning by the seat of my pants. Angela says, Dana, the little boy I used to babysit, still slept with his boppy pillow, and he is 6 years old. The devil, you say? And it was still inflated. My kids would have had that sucker flat, but then I had big kids. So that means that it really comforted him. Sabrina, thank you for coming by. How are you? Are you still working on quilts? What are you up to these days? I know it's hot there. Sandrine, last time I saw you, you were working on mosaic. I know. I didn't even invite Nightbot, and he just came in and started going to work. So if you've said hi and everybody has spoken to you, if you want to say the person's name and put hi afterwards, Nightbot will stop interrupting your conversation. But it's up to you. I don't care one way or the other. Laura says, I don't care that Nightbot keeps greeting everybody and dropping everybody's link. It doesn't bother me. It's just whether or not everybody in the chat gets tired of seeing Nightbot. It's all about you. It's all about the chat. I'm easy. Yes, I actually got my new fridge about half an hour ago. Hooray! I was draining water from the bottom of the fridge. Ooh, Ouch. Ooh, ouch. Ooh. Yeah, that's not something you want to continue to do. And you have to do it because if you don't, then the floor underneath it will start to rot, and that's a whole nother problem you don't want to have. Somebody said the crochet crowd had a tutorial for a rectangle which way. I've searched and searched crochet crowd's channel and can't find it. Please give me a link if you have it. Sandra, it is, well, you know what? Everybody keep talk. Well, let's see. Sandra, I will drop it in the link in the description after this goes live. It's not on the crochet crowd. I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's on the crochet crowd's YouTube page. It's on their blog. I guess I wasn't clear when I said that. I'm sorry. And I was searching for a border for a filet blanket, and it came up. So I will get the link and I will post it so you have it. Because I know where it is. I don't think I bookmarked it though. Well, let me look. Excuse me, everybody. I don't know what's going on here. What's the problem?
Does your spacebar work?
No, it does not. Nope, it doesn't work. It's very painful. It's not there. Easy crochet. Okay, I don't readily see it in my, wait a minute, in my bookmarks. So I will get it for you, Sandra, and I will post it so that you have it because I've seen it. It's on their the crochetcrowd.com. And I know how I got to it, so I'll get it for you. I don't appear to have bookmarked it. Everything else that I was looking at is here except that one. Let me see what this one is. But I'll get it for you, Sandra. And I'm sorry, you've been looking for it and couldn't find it. I'm sorry about that. You all know I'm scatterbrained. Forgive me. I didn't do it on purpose. Ooh, okay. Let me catch up with the chat. And if it's 3:04, I might even finish the chat by the time Granny D comes on. Lori, woohoo, way to go. Yes. Anytime we don't have to dump water is a good thing. The leaves on my plant just went. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look at that when I get done. Sandra, that's not what they are calling it. No, it's not what they're calling it. What it is, and I know what she's talking about. It's hot. You have heat in Canada, really? Yeah, that's not what it's called. Because I did a Denny, don't stress yourself over it. It's on their page, and I did a search for the border for a filet blanket. And in looking through the blankets, this one was the which way filet design, but it was in a rectangular instead of a square. Doesn't she, Kim? They are beautiful. They really are. When I grow up, I'm going to knit socks, but Amy, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. You're working on a C2C baby boy blanket for commission. Congratulations for the commission. Have a Pride bucket hat for FO Friday. All right, I can't wait. Thank you, Amy.
Excuse me.
And Kim is working on a bucket hat. Okay, Kim, whose pattern? What color? Because you always come up with luscious yarn. Everybody's speaking. Thank you all for speaking. Sandra says, Denny, what is Mikey calling it? It's not Mikey. It's who's the girl that designs with them? It's not Mikey, and it's not Marley Bird. It's Jeannie. It's Jeannie's blanket. And okay, Sandrine is still working on her mosaic. Which one of your 5 mosaics, Sandrine? So I take it the brace is helping. Pixie Stitch is working on a top-down raglan sweater. What color? What kind of yarn? Are you using DK weight? What do you mean there she goes? Did you put it in the chat? Because I just totally missed it. And Jennifer is speaking to everybody. Angela's making 2 more toaster cover dowels. I've got your photos for Friday. Girl, you've been throwing down on the dowels. If you are not a member of my Facebook group, please join so that you can see all of the wonderful works that I have been blessed to have everybody share with me, because you ladies do some fantastic work. Kim says, I don't mind.
The tablet died.
Okay. Sandra, you're welcome. I wasn't all that impressed with the pattern. You weren't? No, you weren't impressed with the pattern because you're in love with Fiber Spider. Just tell the whole truth. Now, if Craig had come up with that pattern, you would have been in love with it.
You can put it on the charger. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you that you can.
Denny, would you like another granddaughter? I have one free of charge. Isala says, ooh, Angela, are the toaster dials the same as the TP dials we used to make in the 70s? No, there is something totally different, and I don't even know how to describe them. You'll need to visit me on Friday when we do the FOs. Oh Lord, I have incoming. Jane, so good to see you. Sorry, cerebral 14. Okay, I missed something. Luckily, I have mods in here who are keeping up with the chat, so when I get lost, I'm changing to Ola. Send VJ your pictures. Oh, did I get the pictures? Is that what was chirping at me? I finished a large shawl using size 5 yarn and an end hook in 2 days. Well, I guess so. Girl, you used an end hook? Ooh. Ooh. Who chirped me? Where am I supposed to be so that I can share? Okay, that would be Kim. So that would be over here. I opened all the tabs. Oh, maybe. So that and I had oh Lord, here comes the air conditioner. I had a nice long talk with my internet provider today, who assured me that I have the fastest speed that I can get in my area. And I kept telling him that I did not. And he assured me that he has checked everything that he could, and I have the fastest speed I can get in my area. And I was like, no. So then he asked me to please be patient because fiber optics is coming to my area. And I was like, you've been telling me that for 10 years. Why they didn't lay fiber optics when they buried the cables in the first place, I don't know. I don't understand. And how come I'm not seeing you? Oh, that's because I have. Okay, I've got my. I'm sorry. I've got my Instagram hooked up to my Facebook, and Kim sent me a message on IG, which should be here in my Facebook, but blast it all, it's not. So I'm going to have to do this the old fashioned way, which isn't really as pretty. I've gotten into the pretty, but we're going to do it because it's not showing up. I'm not happy. So Kim, oh, oh, it's oh gosh, I don't know. Let's try that. It didn't show the images. Kim, I don't know what happened because you and I have been messaging for a long time. I don't understand this. I don't know what happened here. Okay, I'm confused, but it doesn't take much. We know this about me. So this is Kim's bucket hat. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and I don't know why it's not coming through on the computer. I don't. Well, at least I have the computer working today. It wasn't even working Monday. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Everybody knows VJ does not sew squares together. I'm impressed about anybody who does all the sewing. Okay, that's it. Renee sent it. It's a crochet 2+4 Afghan. That's not the. Yes, it is. That's it. That's the which way. Oh Lord. If I can get phone to not glare. That's the which way fillet in the rectangle. And I'm sure it's prettier if you change the colors. But it really is the fillet. But it's the crochet 2+4 Afghan. And it's by Jean, Jeanne Steinhilber. And I will. Renee, would you please put that link in the chat? Because you've got a blue dress. I'd appreciate it, please, and thank you. Oh, and Renee, congratulations. Renee won a crochet magazine from Mrs. DeVeter today on the furls and the da live they had going on today. So congratulations, Renee. I was happy that somebody I knew actually won. Angela says, Acela, yes, I have several vintage patterns and I revised it to date. I also making bottle dowels and spoon dowels. Or are you on Facebook? And Acela says the shawl is a big granny square triangle. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about because we used to do ponchos like that in the 70s. Oh, I did say 70s. Yeah, it was the 70s. I was in high school. We were making them for high school. Yes, Angela, my name is Acela Queller. Queller. Jane says, what doctor did you ill? Oh girl, I was teasing. I'm working on a newborn baby sweater. Did you finish your butterfly halter top? Okay, read them. Jane, is your auto chat, your speech to text not working correctly today? I'm using I love this cotton for my bucket hats. Okay, Kim, and I know it's pretty and they're beautiful, but is it soft? Because Nisi was asking about cotton for hats for her son last night. So what do you think about the I love this cotton? Sorry, Cerebral 4TMM. Sorry, Jane. Isela, I will friend you, Angela Real Young. Pixie is using fine weight #1 universe yarn that has blues, yellows, orange, and red in it with copper metallic sparkle. Girl, yes. Yes, that universe yarn is beautiful. Nana Michelle uses that for her Flower Valley shawls. Yeah, yes. And the sparkle, yes. Hi, Sunita. Getting a nap in, had a long, busy work day. Honey, now see, if I was napping now, I'd be up all night. I hope to go to bed relatively early. And your work days, they should be nicer to you, but they're going to try to get every dime out of you they can while they can. And that just stinks. I know, Denny, that universe yarn is beautiful. Amy will definitely put my FO on your FB before Friday. I'm going to put a FO post on FB for Friday, so just drop it in the post and I'll be sure not to miss it because you know me, when I start looking for stuff, it just happens. Even stuff that I know is supposed to be there, like Kim's post, it wasn't there. And Sandrine says, yes, the brace is working. Yay. And I'm working on the houndstooth mosaic. Okay. But I only can crochet for a little while. A little while is better than no time at all. You just take it slow. Try not to overdo because you get crazy when you get invested in your crochet. But I love it. Denny says, thank you so much for wanting to share your grandbaby with me, but Chloe is not going to tolerate that she likes being my only granddaughter, so I'm going to need to politely decline. You know, Chloe might like having a little girl to play with. I'm just saying. Because she will just, ugh. Yeah, she's, I got you, Kim. I don't know why I had to accept the pictures. We've never had to do that before. That's craziness. A quick hello. Hi, Lauren. Not sure if I have enough energy to last. Lauren, you take it slow. I know little miss is out of school and you've got all you can contend with. I thank you for coming by. And if you're still here, I would appreciate a thumb. And if not, I'm still happy you came by. Yes, Dreeny's houndstooth mosaic is beautiful. All of her work is beautiful. It really is. You all do great work. Sandra, thanks VJ and Denny for looking for the info for me on the blanket. You are very welcome. And Renee found it for you. She's working hard in the background. I hadn't even seen Renee come in. She's lurking. She's lurking. Denny, are you obsessed with Hobie's Universe yarn as I am? It's so beautiful. It is beautiful, Pixie Stitch. I have not ordered any yet. I got on that Hobby Lobby Rainbow Rhapsody Teal of Fortune. I'm loving that. I love that Teal of Fortune. I really do. Sandra, I got you 6. Pixie, I haven't seen it yet, but the colors you describe are gorgeous. Yeah, all of those Flower Valley shawls, the Nana Michelle shows, the ones that she's been putting the beads on, the majority of them are Hobie Universe. Good afternoon, Layla. It is so good to see you. You are working on a Sober Granny blanket by Krista from the Secret Yarnery. I have seen that Sober Granny stitch, and I have been, it's on my list of things to do, but I think I want to do Dreenie's cloud stitch before I do the drunken granny or the sober granny. My granny may start out being sober and end up being drunk. We just never know. Because if I get in a live and I start crocheting, things just happen. And Pixie says, thanks, Denny. I will post a picture or video of it soon. Oh, that'll be fun. Kim says, fiber optics is really good. We have rural internet, not as good. I yeah. This subdivision used to be, it wasn't a park, it was like a forest, and they sold part of the forest and they built this subdivision, and they buried all of the cables underground so we don't have to worry about trees knocking the lines down and everything. But when they buried the cables, silly me, I just assumed they were going to run fiber optics in a new subdivision. No, they put the original lines here, and when they brought fiber optics to St. Louis, they started in South City where they already had service instead of coming up to North County where they had just put in the service. I don't understand. I'm so frustrated with them. Pixie, I am going to go on the website and look at the yarn. Oh, Denny, you might want to wait until Sunday after Hobie Bingo and see what they put on sale, because they always put stuff on sale. I know they never asked me to accept the photo before, and never a photo from you. Because you know we've been messaging back and forth the whole time that girl hijacked your channel, and I was sending you all of your stuff. I know I don't understand, Jennifer, is I could see that she sent it to me, but then they said I had to accept it. That is weird. Aren't they pretty? You are so welcome. They are beautiful. You all are so talented. Good. Okay, great. Because I got this glare coming in through the window, but I got the lights on so that you all can see me. Because as Dana says, lighting is everything. But I'm too lazy to bring in the that round light. I'm gonna wait until winter time. If they get my fiber optics, then I can move me and all my junk to my craft room and get out of the kitchen. Denny, the color I'm using is Leo Minor 43. Do they have a Leo Major? I just, I'm just, it's just a question. You posted the link already. Bless you, Denny. Thank you. You're welcome. I was so, because I hadn't seen you in the chat, and when she called your name, my mouth fell open, and I'm like, yes, it's somebody I know. Yay! So you have fun with that book, and let me know what you. I'm like Mrs. DeVito. Show us what you make out of it. Okay, you finished your butterfly halter top. Okay, you've been crocheting like a bandit too. Yes, congratulations to Renee. I'm happy when people I know actually win things. Lets you know that it's legitimate. I love this cotton. It's very soft. I would recommend it for kids for sure. Okay, when I see Nisi, I will tell her what you said, because she was asking last night, What was she asking about? Pima cotton. I don't know anything about Pima cotton. Kim, I don't like the sugar wheel cotton. What's wrong with the sugar wheel? But I love this cotton. It's different from the sugar wheel, right? Because the sugar wheel is the one that's in the cake, isn't it? And the I love this cotton is in the skein. And why don't you like the sugar wheel? Explain this to me because I need to know these things. If the Rainbow Rhapsody comes out with sparkles, I will be buying that. You know what? With that teal of fortune, I'm okay with it not having sparkles. And in my younger years when money was really a little more dear than it is now, I would buy those spools of metallic thread and hold it with my yarn and make my own sparkles. And let's see. Denny Jane says hi. Angie says hi to Nightbot. Jennifer says hi to everyone. I'm trying to get this sock finished for FO Friday. Girl, don't stress because no, you do you, boo boo, because I can't knit in a chat because every time I do, I have to frog it back. But you knitters, you can sit there and knit and chat and do everything else. And I'm just all, when I grow up, I want to be a knitter. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. There's Granny. Hi, Granny. How you doing? It's good to see you. Granny, what you got on your hook? Sorry, cerebral palsy palm. Oh, gotcha, Jane. I'm sorry. Okay. I thought you were using the text to speech to text. And I know my speech to text gets everything all discombobulated. Okay. I am sorry. And thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, Jane. And if you're using a phone, I understand completely because I can't text on a phone. I need a keyboard, and sometimes I have trouble with that. Flip flops and lollipops, thank you so much for coming by. Welcome to WIP It Wednesday. What is on your hook? Everybody is speaking. Thank you, everybody. Zoila, good to see you. Oh, Gloria, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Hang on, I just lost myself in the chat. I always do that. I saw Zoila and then the chat jumped. And it's like, oh, don't jump. I'm doing good here. Zoila has been trying to comment for 15 minutes. What? But her internet, oh, girl, your internet too? Can't wait for the provider Optimum to show up tomorrow. Please excuse my late comments. Zoila, you are fine because last night I was commenting and I was getting these red exclamation points going. You have no service at the moment. Please try again later. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And I'm sitting here looking at these green lights going, why don't I have service? And why are you blinking on me? It's not that hot yet. When it gets to be 112 degrees, it's hot enough for my service to be going on and off. Not now, it's not that hot. I want better. And the only other thing in my area at the moment is Spectrum. And they give you a decent rate for the first year, and then they jack it up. And their rate is higher than what I'm already paying. So I don't want to pay more. I want to put gas in my car, you know? Pima cotton is super duper soft. It's really nice cotton, expensive sometimes. Okay, so do you like is the Pima cotton softer than the I love this cotton? Denny says, yes, sugar wheel kind of reminds me of Caron's Simply Soft. That's okay, Jane. That's okay. I understand now. Thank you for explaining to me because I wasn't I wasn't understanding what was happening. And I was trying to understand what you were trying to say. So thank you. Yeah, Sugar Wheel's different from the I Love This Cotton. Oh. And then the Sugar Wheel feels like Karen's Simply Soft. So first would be the Pima Cotton, second would be I Love This Cotton, and then third would be Sugar Wheels. Yes, Jane, it's okay. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you coming by. And there's Miss Gloria. What are you working on today? And Granny's talking to Kimmy. Yeah, Kimmy's here. Kimmy is sharing bucket hats, Granny. Granny's on the do-rag ministry. So it says, heck, I am doing that with the sparkle thread now. I am too cheap. Isella, that's not cheap. That's frugal. You get you some sparkle thread and get the color yarn you want and hold the two together and carry on. Because I love me some Teal of Fortune. Yay me. Finished untangling a 2,000-yard ball of yarn that exploded. Don't ask. You know I was going to. Sandra, that's not fair. You know me too well. 2,000 yards? Sandra. Oh, honey, that's painful. Ooh. Ooh, I am so sorry. I'm glad you got it sorted out, though. Sandra says, thanks. An hour of my life I'll never get back. Girl, you've only worked on that for an hour? It took me 3, and I am not exaggerating, 3 days to untangle yarn barf from Coboo. I have never bought Coboo again. 3 solid days. Everybody kept telling me to cut it, and I kept saying I couldn't cut it because I only had enough for my project, and I didn't want all those ends to weave in. Oh, I was so disgusted. You're using your phone. That makes sense. My phone hates me, Jane. It knows it shouldn't act nice because I want to trade it in on a newer model, so it better be good to me. And Granny has started her pocket full of posies, crochet along with Ola Joe. Okay, Granny. And continuing work on the knitted do-rag. Finally finished the one I have been showing most. Oh, yay, Granny. Shouldn't take long, but the first, Granny, that first always takes a long time because I have frogged this hat 3 times. I have finally gotten it to the point where this sucker is actually going to fit because I tried it on her today and it fits. I only need 3 more rows and then I'm going to put on the brim and I am done. Stick a fork in this hat. We are done. But it also gives you that spiral design like the Which Way Filet, which is why I persevered because I wanted this hat. I wanted this hat. I may have to kill my daughter, but I wanted this hat. Granny struggles with staying awake. I hear you, Granny, but you know what? I struggle with. I'm still working on my morning coffee. I may have to give up on waking up today. Oh, Miguel. That's why I don't live in Texas. I don't mind going to Galveston though because the water off the beach isn't the breeze isn't so bad. At least it used to not be. I haven't been there this time of year in a long time. Okay, Renee, thank you. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Did I show everybody's photos? Isella says, but now the yarn will do whatever you want. She's beating it into submission. Oh, heck, it's 89 and it feels like 93. That's been nice for the last week. And oh, it's going down to 67 tonight. That sounds lovely. Jeanette, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Welcome to WIP It Wednesday. What are you working on? And Granny has missed Maureen. I take it Maureen is Pixie Stitch because we know I can't remember. That's okay, Renee. Drini says it's 97 and it feels like 108. Wow. Wow. Amy says Spectrum is ridiculous for internet and cable. I paid $220 a month. Lord. Oh, Amy. Oh my God. No, I see. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I have.
Sorry.
I have a Fire Stick, and if I can't find it on all of the free apps that I can download on my Fire Stick, I don't need it. And especially since 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be sitting in this chair in the middle of a live anyway. So I don't need cable. And anybody who wants to come visit, who wants cable, can pay for the cable for that month, but I don't have cable. But yeah, that's ridiculous because because I called them and asked them because I would have been a first time customer how much it was going to be at the end of my introductory period because I knew they were going to raise it after the first year. And when she told me how much it was going to be for internet alone, I was like, no, thank you. Kim says, yes, Pima cotton is softer than I Love This cotton, in my opinion. Okay. Thanks, Kim. I'll let Nisi know. Or if you see Nisi before I do, please let her know because she was asking about it last night and I've never used Pima cotton. I had no input. Everybody is speaking. Denny says in Massachusetts, they have the Spectrum cable. For the most part, they're okay, but sometimes they stink. Ooh, see, yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. And Gloria says, I just got in from an interview. I'm working on another halter top, 5 done already. You go on with your halter tops. You've got 5 done already. Between your halter tops and Denny's butterfly halters, you all have cornered the market here. And I'm holding positive thoughts for your interview. How are you going to interview when you're crocheting like a bandit? Go ahead, girlfriend. Woo. Everybody is speaking. And Granny, Jeanette, and everybody is saying hi to everybody. And I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody being so friendly because this is a no drama channel. There is no drama allowed here. Granny says, I agree, Amy, about Spectrum. That's why I stopped everything except internet. And I wanted them to check my internet first to make sure I had everything that I could get on my internet. I'm going back online tomorrow and cancel my landline because only 2 people use my landline phone, and I'm going to tell them they have to suck it up and use my cell phone. And I'm going to stop that landline. Jennifer is starting the Pocket Full of Posies next week, and she has her own pattern. Okay. And Sandra says, for that big mess, I did cut it twice. Magic Dot is your friend. Okay, Sandra. And Jennifer loves that pattern. Oh, for the hat. I know. Isn't that pretty? It's in the description below if you are interested. It is a free pattern. And it is going on Shorty's head. She is in a wedding Friday. So I have 3 rows and then the brim, and she will be ready for Friday. Granny says, right, Sandra, magic not to the rescue. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. This was the first time that this is Coboo. So this is my first time using Coboo. And this was my first hat in the Coboo. And I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm interested to see how it wears and how it washes with a 9-year-old playing in it. We'll see. And I like this pattern because even with it being cotton and bamboo, I wanted her to, get air. It's hot here, humid. Oh my gosh. Denny says, yes, beat that yarn into submission. Oh, Miguel says, not even a leaf blowing here. Shh. We have nothing blowing here. Yeah, no. And it's not July yet. My cousins just told me today they're planning a family reunion for August the 27th. And I'm like, okay, August. Okay. Okay. We'll see. Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll see. It's 70 in Mass. How are you 70? Denny, who do you know? Hi, Vivian. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. What is on your hook? Pixie Stitches Veronica. Thank you. That makes more sense because I'm like, who is Maureen? Granny, who is Maureen? Because Pixie Stitches Veronica, because you and V have the same name. That's how I try to remember things. Granny's got me all confused, which doesn't take much. It's 102 with a heat index of 105. Well, honey, you're not very humid then if you only have a 3-degree difference in heat index. But still, your temperature is 102. But you're in South Carolina. Ooh. Ooh. Sandra, what part of South Carolina are you from, by the by? Because my fourth great grandfather was from Union County, South Carolina. Don't know where it is. Have never been. I know there's a cemetery with our name on it. Maybe one day I'll go visit, but since I don't know.
Stay royalty? Yeah. Sorry.
Since I don't know the names of the people who died in South Carolina, I just know the names of the ones who were born in South Carolina and moved to Alabama. Those who perished before then, I don't know their names, so I don't know who to look for. My WIP is on your Facebook page. Let's see. Amy, didn't I show yours? Or did I? What did I do? God knows. Okay, hang on, Amy. Let me see. Let me refresh. Because I don't see it. I know Racine sent the half. Okay, I've got Angela's Dolls for Friday. Oh, wait a minute. I had Mama J sent something too because I was supposed to show hers, but I think, let's see. That's not here either. Let me refresh because it's not there, Amy. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Mm-mm. Amy, I don't have it. The last thing I have from you is the scrubby, because you sent the top. You have the pineapple sweater, and we showed the top, and those were for FO Friday. I don't have anything new from you. Oh, let me refresh. Did you put them in the group post? Oh, here we go. All I had to do was refresh. Got it, Amy. Thank you. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't refresh. Forgive me. Oh, that's cute. And you've got a furls. Girl, your furls hook matches the yarn you're using. Oh, Amy, look at you. That is cute. I like that. Oh, that is gorgeous. I like that, Amy. And your hook matches. I can't get over it. Oh, there's Ola Joe. Ola Joe, did you see that furls hook matching the project? That is too cute. Oh, Lord, I'm behind in the chat again. God help me. It passed finally. Okay, babe. I have a one. Okay, thank you, Angela. Honey, you go ahead with your orders. God love you. Jeanette, your summer yarning YouTube top make was beautiful. Jennifer says, that's way too much, Amy. Yeah, it is. That's way too much, Amy. Miguel says, some good news. I met up with one of my subscribers for the first time, and she gifted me with some cotton and a furls hook and a craft bag with chickens on it. Oh, Miguel, that is wonderful. What color furls hook? Flip Flop says, that's what I pay, Amy, $222. That every month? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, here's the thing. What do you watch on cable? What is it that you spend your most time watching? Is it something that you could watch on YouTube or on an internet site or on the channel's internet site? What where do you spend your most time? Laura says it's 30 degrees Celsius, feels like 39. Oh, you're going to make me pull out the calculator. Granny says, Miguel, how lovely. I am so happy I found out that my calculator will do this. I just have to find out where it is. Let's see. Temperature. (30°C) is 86 Fahrenheit. 86? Oh, I would like to have 86. I would love it to be 86. Granny says, well, I have to pop out and try to get my batteries changed in my little lights. Love y'all. Okay, Granny, we'll be over there shortly. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Flip Flop says South Louisiana is 98 degrees and it feels like 108. Yep, you're on the downside of my Mississippi River. Don't you love the humidity? Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Drini says, I'm like you, VJ. Mine is not a Fire Stick, but an Amazon box that my husband programmed. Amazon has a box? I did not know that. But I last year on Prime Day, I bought the Fire Stick, hooked it up, and my father-in-law gifted me his old TV. It works. But he couldn't find the remote, so I used the remote on the Fire Stick, and I couldn't get to the menu part where you program the channels. So I used the old box that we had to use for the analog TVs to get the channels and an antenna. So I have my local channels. I have all the channels on the Fire Stick. I don't care about the rabbit ears. I grew up with rabbit ears. Does not bother me at all. And I don't pay for TV. I think that my Fire Stick was $25 or something really reasonable on Prime Day. No complaints. Granny says, Denny, no, you'll see on live. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Granny's holding it over her head. Yes, it is very nice. Miguel, I am happy for you. I really am. Gloria says, I went in the deuce and a quarter tree. I wanted to get those lovely chenille yarn colors and needles. I put it back. I said, nope, I'll use what you got. Thank you, VJ. I'll take the whips with me. You are very welcome. When I went to the funeral, I took this in my purse in case it got long, drawn out. I had to sit and wait for Shorty, got bored. I worked on it in the car while I was waiting for Shorty. I'm not getting in the car without something to work on. I may end up buying another hook so that I can work on this, finish this which way fillet, but it's a hook. Everyone, sorry. Hey, cerebral palsy, it takes from me. I'm making a chevron leg cover. My legs get cold easily. Jane, honey, you have no control over the cerebral palsy. You are able to be online. You are able to crochet. Count your blessings, because there are people with cerebral palsy who can't use a phone, can't type, and can't crochet. You could be a whole lot worse off than you are. I apologize that I just wasn't understanding what you were saying in chat. But now that I know your name and I know your condition and I know you're on the phone, I will try my best to understand what you're trying to say. And if I can't, one of my lovely mods will figure it out, someone who knows you better than I. And if not, you just keep chatting until it passes and we'll go on from there. But a chevron leg cover for your legs sounds lovely. I like the chevron. That's a fun stitch for me. What color are you making? Denny says, wow, I can tell that Granny D would be acting up. And Denny says, Jane, that sounds beautiful. Can you do talk text? That's what I thought she was doing at first, Denny, because I know my talk to text comes out all kinds of ways because my phone does not understand me, but I can't type on the phone. So, Jane, you are doing very well. Amy says, welcome to Southern Illinois, Jennifer. All I can get here is Spectrum or HughesNet. HughesNet. HughesNet? Girl, I've never heard of them. It's expensive and it's awful. Oh, honey. You can't get wait a minute. AT&T wanted me to switch my wireless to them, and I told them no because they didn't have service where my cousins live. And he didn't even try to convince me that they have coverage where my cousins live. But Do you have AT&T in your area? The service is not fantastic, but the rates are cheaper. And as I asked, what do you watch on cable? Can you ditch the cable and just keep the internet? Because my in laws have cable, and for 220 channels, there's only four that they watch. They have satellite. There's no cable out there. They have satellite. Gloria, I hope all goes well with your interview, says Denny. And yes, I do too. Miguel says, I have to put cold cloths on my fur babies. Oh, I used to have to ice down my golden because she would get overheated. Miguel says, hi everyone. I was doing a chore. You want to do some chores at my house, Miguel? I know I got to come over and help you declutter. Jane says, I'll do that. It's a bit wonky, girl. It's all right. Maureen is my crochet story. I think so, but she's not in here. See, Granny got me all discombobulated. That's Granny's fault. I'm going to blame it on her. Andrea, so good to see you. Thank you for coming by. And I just wanted to say I love you. Jane, honey, it'll be easier for you. Okay. That's provided her phone likes her better than my phone likes me. My car hates me. Anytime I tell my car to do something, they're like, oh, do you want me to dial this number? And I said, that's not the number I asked you to dial. Laugh out loud, that look you just gave Shorty. Oh, Miguel. They know when they get that look. They know. That's why I told Sunita when her son turned off her internet, I said, if my kids were here, they would tell you their game controllers would be in the trash. You gonna unplug my internet? My internet? Oh, no, no, no. No, sorry. Game is gone. Alex knows who the sweet mother is. This one, she knows. You notice she said, oh, I forgot. You know better. Oh, Joe says, water in my cup. Okay, finish that hat I showed you. You finished it already? And on the last row of another blue hat for hat not hate. Ola Joe, I messaged Furls on their IG page. Had not hate on their IG page. I have yet to hear back from them. So I went to the site, got the address for who they said had it in my area, which was the next county over. Drove over there, drove around the campus for about half an hour before I could finally find the building that I was supposed to be in. Went into the building, and the lady said, I don't know anything about it. Go over to Diversity Affairs. I went to Diversity Affairs, and she says, oh, I think I heard something about that, but we don't have that box. Go over to, XYZ department and ask for Miss So-and-so, so-and-so. So I went over there, and she says, oh, she's not here. Yes, we're taking them. No, we don't have a box, but I'll take them from you. I don't know if Shira will ever get those hats. Nobody knew anything about it. They didn't have a central drop-off location. They didn't have a box. And they're like, oh yeah, I heard something about that, but nobody knew anything. So I was like, you know what? I brought the hats. That's all I can do. I tried. Vivian says, I'm good. I'm working on 2 lap gans, almost finished redoing a wrap poncho, temperature blanket, and knitting my first blanket. Vivian, woo! Wait a minute. You are working on 2 lap gans, redoing a wrap poncho. What was wrong with the poncho, Vivian? A temperature blanket, and knitting your first blanket. 2, 3, 4, 5. Girlfriend. I didn't get any pictures for WIP Wednesday. I'm just saying. Um, if one of my lovely mods, probably if I get down there, I'll see that you all have done it. We'll drop the link for Granny D. We will do a VJ raid over at Granny D Thompson. I want to thank each and everyone for coming by. I would like to thank each and everyone who shared pictures of their whips for WIP It Wednesday. I know you could have spent the last hour and 15 minutes anywhere, but you chose to spend it here. Yeah, Jane, it's crazy, huh? And I do not take that lightly because there are many people on YouTube these days. The more people we have, the more people come, and it's a beautiful thing because everybody's channel is a little different. And I really appreciate those of you who choose to spend your time with me. I am truly honored. Jennifer says, sorry, you don't get much choice, Amy. Yeah, Jennifer, you'd be surprised because you would think in a major metropolitan area that we would have better service, and we don't. I don't understand it. It's not like, we're in the middle of a field out in no man's land. I don't get it. It's not like we're on an island someplace. We're right in the middle of the Midwest. I mean, we've got things all around us. This is not prairie farmland. I don't get it. Yeah, that is beautiful, Amy. That is beautiful. Amy says, thanks, Jennifer. If I want it, I will pay it. Yeah, girl, if you want it, pay it. But honey, like I said, I don't use all those channels, so I don't pay for them. Denny needs a snack. I understand, honey. Everybody who's going over to Granny D's, save me a seat. I will be over there in a few minutes. Okay, Andrea, thank you so much. Yes, Amy did beautiful. You all do beautiful work, and I really, truly thank everybody for sharing. You all are so talented, and you come up with all these yarn combinations I wouldn't think of. I never would have thought that Jennifer's socks would stripe up like that. Those are beautiful. Hola to everyone who came in, and goodbye. Adios, Isela. Hasta luego. I have to move to the weaving loom. You go ahead, girlfriend. There's not enough hours in the day for everything I want to do. Amy says, I didn't even notice. Oh, Denny, you and me both. I don't know what I want though. See. Yeah, Miguel, you were truly blessed, and I know that you appreciate it and that you acknowledge and honor it, and that's what makes you a beautiful person because you're so humble and loving and giving. Denny says, Amy, you go, girl. I rebuke that. No, let the devil know, not today. Me too, something like chips. Oh, Lord. I bought some veggie chips. I want some veggie chips and salsa. Simpson raid. Hi, Laurie. We're doing a VJ raid over at Granny D Thompson, and I appreciate the Simpson raid. I thank you all so much for the raid. And if you're so inclined, please, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And when you go over to Granny D's, tell her VJ raid. That will really make my day, and that will make Granny D smile. Nothing for me, but my husband needs his news. Oh, well, you should be able to stream all of the news channels either from their stations or from YouTube. Look into it, flip flops and lollipops, and see, because the news is streaming everywhere. You should not have to get them on cable, but check and see what stations that he watches. Laurie says, we have cable because of Major League Sports. My son plans a career in sports, so it's sort of like a school supply for him. I understand. Ola Joe says, VJ, you look beautiful and radiant. Thank you. I appreciate it. Laurie says, I mostly watch YT tutorials and Yorny goodness, or I watch Hulu sometimes. Laurie, well, when I watched Hulu, it was free. I know that there's a charge for it now, but see what the Hulu charge is, because you should be able to get Hulu cheaper than cable. So you can drop that bill. And I know you can download Hulu from the Fire Stick. And Denny has Roku. Yes, I have Roku in the bedroom and I have a Fire Stick in the living room. I'm covered. And I have a laptop. Denny says, I was so happy today when I found out that my phone had a yarn ball emoji. I have to look at my phone. I can't text on my phone. I'll have to learn. And Andrea says, and the foil on the antennas for better reception. Right. Hi, Colleen. I'm doing great. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming by. Z calls it the $1.25. Yeah, that's what it is, the $1.25 store. Miguel says, today I saw at Walmart, it's Walmart Appreciation Day. So anyone in chat work there? Thank you. Could you mark down the yarn? I don't even know anybody that works at Walmart. I'm going to have to find somebody. To the funeral, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. To the funeral, Jesus. Why? They're laughing at Kim. Denny says, I bring a crochet project with me just in case. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Jane, bless your heart. Sweet. Oh, Tank, hello. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. How are you today? And what WIP are you working on? We are going to do a VJ raid over at Granny D. Thompson's because I need my daily dose of fiber. I need to see, I'll say, Dream. I know saying Dream keeps telling Granny to buy yarn, but Granny says it's an addiction. But then we can keep telling Granny, think of how much yarn you can buy if you stop smoking. She'd have more money for yarn. And Colleen is lurking and working on another filet which way baby blanket. Okay, Granny Colleen, love it. Can't wait until Monday to see it. Cannot wait. Because I'm almost finished with this hat and I'm going back to my which way filet. Me too, Denny. Projects go with me everywhere. Yes. Rochelle, so good to see you. Listening while working, drinking vitamin water. Temperature is 84. That's not bad, Rochelle. I am glad. Ola Joe says, I've heard of both of them, the services. Really? I've only heard of Spectrum. I had not heard of HughesNet. Must be east of the Mississippi, because what's that other one? Infinity and Comcast are west of me. Everybody's speaking. Amy, in case I missed you, I keep going out to check on my chickens. Okay. Amy, woohoo, you go, girl. Do the 5. All right. Laurie says, we got a break today, only 97 with 30% 30% chances of showers, 20% humidity, 12 mile per hour winds, usually in triple digits, and no humidity. Look, girl, 97 with 30% chance of showers. Honey, I need, Lori, where are you? I need more percent for rain. Miguel says, I have no TV, no cable, and only internet is on my phone. No internet out on the land I live on. Oh. Well, Miguel, you have to keep your phone charged because we got to have you here. You're welcome, Gloria. You are welcome. You know how I care for you. Amy says, I am definitely going to check into it since you and I have same locales. I am definitely going to look into it. Right. Because we should have better service than we do. They started this, see, I moved out here in '08, so it was '06. They started this subdivision in '06. They had fiber optics in '06. There was no reason for them to lay the other cables since they were laying new lines. Yeah, there's like I said, AT&T is not fantastic, but it's cheaper. If I could get something better at a reasonable cost. So now T-Mobile is coming out with internet, and I'm tempted to switch to it, but it's higher than what I'm paying. And since I've never had T-Mobile internet, I don't know that the service would be any better. There are no T-Mobile boxes out here. I'm not going to pay more for, worse service. We are so rural. AT&T is the only internet we can get. Satellite TV is the only TV service. AT&T internet is not the best. I know, Sandra, that's what I have. It's not the best. It is not. I'm not happy with the service, but I mean, I'm trying to hold out for fiber optics. I don't know if I'm going to live that long, but I'm trying to hold out for fiber optics just to see if it's better. But here lately, everybody's complaining about their internet service, and we all have different service providers. So I'm beginning to wonder if it's just the nature of the beast because nobody really seems to be that happy with their service. Blue, white, aqua, dark blue, and it's fun. Blue, white, aqua, dark blue. That sounds pretty, Jane. Laurie says, I only use Wi Fi, no TV channels. I use my phone for everything. There you go, Laurie. Kim says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Denny says, Ola Joe, I went with 2 cheese cubes and 3 Oreos for a snack. Okay. Okay. I might make some popcorn. Jennifer says, hello from the UK. Tank says, Furl service is awful. You mean their customer service? Hat not hate. Yeah. Who did I say? Furls? I meant hat not hate. But I got the hats delivered. I don't know where they're going. I dropped them off where they told me. I went to 3 different stations, and this lady said, I'll take them. I don't know what happened to them after I handed them to the lady, but I handed them in. Hi, Trish. So good to see you. Thank you for coming by. We are doing a VJ raid over at Granny D. Thompson's. Hi, Kelly. Thank you so much. And if everybody would be kind enough to hit the thumbs before we go raid Granny D, I would be ever so grateful. Lord have mercy. I'm so sorry. You know what, Andrea? It's not your fault. I was just giving you the feedback that I did contact them on IG, and they have yet, and this is June, the end of June, they have yet to respond to my query. So I just went by what they had on the website and went through all the steps and stick a fork in me. I'm done. It was, and I'm in a major city. I should not have to go to the next county. I don't understand. I have been running around looking for my place too. Well, hubby has been. Where has he been? Where's your hubby been, Colleen? Oh, Colleen, what did you do with your husband? Shira needs 5,000, and when she gives me the address, we'll send it to you so you know she will get it directly. Okay. You know what? She's not going to get 5,000. Well, you know what? And the thing was, Andrea, I wanted to drop them off because I knew that I could make more to drop off than I could make and pay postage to send to her. So, I was trying to, if they were doing the collections, I figured that they had a way of getting them to her and I could just make them. If she needs 5,000, she needs to talk to her collection places because I don't mind making them, but I would rather, if I'm going to buy the yarn, can't pay postage too. Not the way they keep jacking up the prices. Amy says, "Well, Granny D just went on. See you over there, sweet. Love you." Okay, Amy, love you too. I'll be over there. I'm. Bye, everyone. See you, Grannies. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hi, Lisa. You're doing dishes and cleaning your kitchen. I should be. I envy you. But you know what? Wednesday is just one live after the other. I guess I have to get up and clean the kitchen in the morning. Thank you for coming by. We're doing a VJ raid over at Granny D's. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate you. I will see you shortly. Thank you, Dark Sky. Oh, breakfast for dinner. All right, Laurie. I love it. I love it. I don't have a problem with having pancakes for dinner. It does not bother me at all. Jane, in my honor, you all my friends, God bless you. Jane, I appreciate you. Please come again. Thank you so much for coming by. I am here on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I will enjoy your company. Thank you, Laura. I will be at Granny D's. Thank you, everybody. Rita, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're doing a VJ raid over at Granny D's, Rita, so I will see you there. Okay, Laurie, I will be at Granny D's. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs. I really appreciate it. Rita saying hi to Dark Sky. I think I'm late to the party. Had to go do some errands. That's all right, Rita. There is always the replay. Life happens when you're making plans. And we do what we can. And when we can't, we just don't. We do this for fun. It's all good. Rita saying hello to everybody. Everybody speaking to Rita. Oh, Jane has AT&T as well. Girl, I am sorry. You know what? It is what it is. All we can do is try. Andrea says the another hat is done. Weaving the ends in now. Oh, love it. VJ, I understand. Thank you, honey. I'm trying. I'm trying. Because I have, let's see, I took 2 out there. It's a nice little haul to go out there. But I can probably schedule to go by there to drop them off when I go to my in-laws now that I know where it is. And it would be more economical than for me to try to mail them because postage is ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. Okay, Rita, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hi, Cookie. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. We are doing a VJ raid over Granny D. Thompson. They dropped the link in the chat. If you do not see the link, let me get the link for you. I thank each and every one of you who has come by. And we need to go and get our daily dose of fiber because this is how I find out what's going on in the yarning community. Because Granny D has all of the luscious yarn. So I thank each and every one of you. I thank everyone who posted a picture for me to show. You all do amazing work. That's Granny D's link. Please, everyone, stay safe, wear your mask. There's the link, Cookie. Socially distance because it's not over yet. I want everybody to be safe because I love you and you only have one life to share. And I appreciate each and every one of you who shares yours with me. I thank you. And I will see you all at Granny D's. You're welcome, Cookie. Stay safe, stay cool, hydrate, and happy craft.